Good afternoon. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tom Sproul. I'm a faculty member in environmental economics at URI, and I'm really honored to be here. I think one of the special things I found, and yes, Ken ratted me out, I'm from California, but you know, in time, hopefully I'll be one of you. But all right. In any case.
We can learn to love each other.
Okay, well, we'll learn to love each other. But in any case, one of the really special things that I found here is that because we have a small state, everyone really has the opportunity to work together. And it's not just a byline, it's something that I sincerely discovered. And we went out and did our best to actually count people. You can't do that in California, all right? You can't go walk out and make a list of businesses in California. And but here we were able to do that. And I want to tell you guys a little bit about the study that we did and how we did it, and hopefully what you can expect from us in the future. So some of you may have seen some of these fact sheets that we're starting to hand out. Obviously the biggest number here is that big number at the top that says $1.7 billion. And if you even just glance down the page, it's actually just a hair under 1.8. But that difference really highlights one of the points that we made here in this study, which is that these are conservative numbers. It almost gives these numbers more of a wow factor, because you have a lot of people who really think that these industries and businesses in the state are on the margins, and obviously none of you do because you're here at Ag Day. But I think it's a really great thing that we went and we made sure to be the most conservative in every estimate and made sure not to double count and always rounded down whenever possible so that we were not being overambitious in any way. And yet and still, we come up with almost $1.8 billion in economic value as a result of green-related industries in this state. Now, let me tell you what green-related industries are. Okay, you can think of these basically as agriculture, natural resource-based industries, and plant-based industries. Okay, if you flip over to the back side of your information sheet here, we have a little bit of a breakdown of the types of businesses that we have counted in this study. So we counted agriculture. We counted landscape and landscape-related businesses. We counted retail supply and florists. Florists even get their own title. You know, it seems like a silly thing for me to be bringing up, but we actually have 4 times as many people employed as florists as was thought at the national level. So these are the type of things that when you go out and actually hand count people, you get some really amazing results. Golf is a big one. Turf is a big one. Within agriculture, nursery and sod are huge, and I think that's been well known. But what hasn't been well known is how big these industries really are and what impact they really have. We have very conservative numbers that still show an important share of the Rhode Island state economy. The state economy is estimated to be just shy of $50 billion, okay? And in this study, we've estimated an economic impact of almost $2 billion, while still leaving a lot of things out. We are not counting anybody in forestry. We're not counting anybody in wood products. We're not counting any in this study, not to say you don't deserve it, but we aren't. Anybody in marine resources, in fisheries, in aquaculture, the entire oyster industry. None of those people are included in these numbers. These numbers, done properly, will eventually be a lot bigger. And so I think that the true impact of this study is that these numbers are like a bottom lower bound on what we can expect. And in fact, all of these industries are even more valuable than it says here. In particular, if you look at agriculture, on the first page we have a breakdown of the economic impact and on the jobs impact. And we see that agriculture alone is actually responsible for about 17% of the economic value that we find in green industry in the state. Okay, so we actually went out and hand counted revenues of $170 million per year for farms in this state. That is almost 3 times the figure counted by the Ag Census. And we want to open this up to the public to show that really information is power. And the fact that people, because of our state, can be counted individually, that we have the power to actually stand up and be counted and show that these industries are important in the state. So if there's one message I can leave you with, it's that for those of you that didn't participate in the survey, this study is really the beginning. And we are trying to build on this and have a really almost, I guess the best way to say it is a new and unique leading database where the information represents the power of being able to count every single person. So my message for all of you, if you haven't participated, is please in the future when we do these things again, stand up and be counted.